Hello to everyone, my name is Andrei Lee, or Andrei Lee PhD, also known as, and I want to tell you about Slack apps. So Slack apps is a very powerful thing that you can do now with your Slack workspace. You can add some interactivity to this, or you can analyze messages, or do whatever you want using Slack apps. So it's a great tool. This is an introductory page. So, and very simple, you push this button, create Slack app, you provide a name and choose a workspace, and then there is a nice thing appearing here. You open up it here, and there is authentication information that you can use in your application. So, let me start. So, what should I say to you? First of all, there is a nice Python SDK that is available. There is a Node.js SDK and Python SDK. So for most people, I think Python SDK will be fine. And let me show you how I did this. So this is an instruction manual that you can use. It's very simple. People install Slack client and it will install it nicely. But what I want to say to you that there is no real Slack client. There is only Slack. Import Slack. No Slack client. Remember that. This is very, 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 very important. So no Slack client, because there are some examples on the Slack web page that says import Slack client, but you should import exactly import Slack. And there is nice functionality that you can use to make your Slack app. So this is the first thing that I encountered that was difficult. And the second thing is that you have to go to the authentication process to actually receive the keys for your to operate and use this nice API provided. So what you should use, first of all, you have to go to this using out 2.0 and read the documentation. And what the documentation supposed you to do is to write your small web server that use WebSocket. And with this web server and WebSocket, you will receive authentication keys that you can use to actually program your Slack application. So let me show you. There is a nice application that is provided. Most code is provided by Slack, but you have to use this client ID, and this client ID you will get from here. Let me show you. This is a client ID. Let me show you client secret that I will change and regenerate, so you can be sure that don't use my key, but anyway it will be regenerated, so no worries about this. And out scope, it's what permissions your application is having will have. Channel history, it's read history of the channels, and you can read about permissions on a particular page. Let me show you. It's over. Let me show you. It's here. The complete list of scopes can be found here. As you can see, there are different permissions for every method provided, and permissions are over here, and over there are the methods that are available. So you can use this surely, and it will work perfect. So I tried different permissions for the Slack workspace that I tried to experiment on, and not everything is approved, and I'm waiting for approval to make my app actually work. So we will take channels history and put it in our application. This is channels history, and it should work fine. Let me start it, but before I will explain you what is it doing. So it's monitoring this path, and there is a button add to Slack, and when you click this button it goes to the Slack and provides these keys. And then you have to program redirect URL that should redirect to this URL, and then you receive nice message that I will show you that is saying to you that you should your request should be approved by admins of the Slack workspace. So let me show you how to use this redirect URL to actually redirect from here to here to this place. You go to your basic information, your particular app, and you push out some permissions, and here you type your path that will be redirected on after request of this URL. And there are some rules that you have to follow to make it work. It's over here, redirect URL, setting up your redirect URL. These are the rules. So what you should remember is that if your callback is this path, it can be like this path or subdirectories. So do remember that, because I spent quite a lot of time trying this and it wasn't working. So you set it up, you then start your application, run Slack app, and this will be provided to you, and this is the URL of your web server, and you click add Slack, and this nice message appears that you need approval from the admins of the Slack channel to get started using this Python SDK. So when you complete this, everything is fine and everything will be working, and you can start programming like very nice cool things in your application. So thank you very much for the attention. My name is Andrei Lee. My Slack name is Andrei Lee PhD. So follow me on YouTube, subscribe me on YouTube, and that's it. So enjoy the Slack, enjoy the scholarship, and have a good day.